All right, welcome to the finale of the second challenge of the week. We have a weekly challenge with the Robots 10 boards. We've played boards 1 through 8 on Monday through Thursday. We're going to play 9 and 10 today, and we're going to get our results. I left you with this hand. We're not going to do anything funky here. We're going to open a spade. No reason to do anything weird. We're not behind. 2 hearts, 3 hearts by partner. Make your call, folks. What would you do? 3 hearts. I will tell you what 3 hearts is in a second if you don't know, but I'm going to give you a chance to decode it yourselves. And once again, if you need more time, press pause. I'm going to start talking right now. So that 3 heart bid is just partners saying they have a good 10, and here it's basically they have a good 10 or 11 and support for our spade suit. Right? They Q-bid to show support here, and that's because this overcall got in our way. So we use this to our advantage, right? 3 hearts is our strongest raise in this position. 3 spades would be weak, right? That's not a limit raise anymore. This is now our limit raise when they bid a suit. All right, so we have to decide when we see these bids, do we accept partner's invitation? Meaning, if they have what we expect and know is 10 or 11, do we expect to make game opposite that? And the answer is, man, it's close. We have a really nice 13, and I would say if this is a different one because North passed, right? So if there's possibly bad 12s in the mix, you would accept. Here it's a little dicier because partner can't have a bad 12 because they would have opened the bidding. Right? We open all of our 12-point hands, and the robot does too, I promise. If they don't, let me know. But here, this is just a hand that you're really, really close. In an imp format, the format we played last week, I don't think it's close. I think I would bid 4 spades, right? Just for fear of missing a game and a good one. In match points, it's especially excruciating because if this is a very fine line. If you're only making 3 spades, well, you're really going to get paid off to stay in 3 versus the field that might be in 4. The one plus side that you might not think about that we haven't addressed yet. We have shortness, so that gets us, to a little better hand. And our shortness is in hearts, and we have no wasted values in that suit. We don't know what partner's working with, but we can construct a lot of hands that maybe don't even have 10 points that we're going to make a game opposite of. So here, I would say when you see a really solid 13 in general, I would say accept an invitation if partner knows you have an opening hand. And in this one, even though partner is a past hand, I think it's just too risky to stay out of 4 spades. And I think as we continue this challenge, we're going to hopefully together get to know more about the robots, especially in different forms of scoring. So maybe this is one of the hands we'll look at and see, hey, how did the robot treat it? And maybe we'll know it in the future how to react in a match point environment against the robot. But I don't know. Maybe we won't learn anything. We'll be on the lookout for it. Really happy we bid game. I hope you guys are too. And look at this opening lead. It's amazing, right? We're going to get to unblock some diamonds and pitch a heart over there. So this is especially amazing, right? So we're just going to play this one real quick. Queen of spades. We could unblock diamonds now. Was there any bidding? Okay, West bid, some hearts. I don't know. I mean, I guess we're not going to have too much of a problem with entries. Well, I don't know. Let's unblock diamonds. I mean, if there was any possibility this was getting roughed, I would say no. And I guess there is a small possibility, but this just seems like it's going to be a little bit better for our play here. Now I'm just going to plunk down this spade or club. I'm getting dyslexic in my old age here, calling out the suits incorrectly here. There's a club, and it looks like we have to lose the 10. Ace-Jack was on our left. Ace-Jack 10 was on our left. All right. We survived that holding, actually. Luckily, we got to pitch a heart, and the rest is history. We will take our plus 420 there. And that was a good way to start our last chance to excel here. Take a peek. Not too shabby. If we had passed, we would have been in just a little bit of trouble. Or, to be honest, if they just lead a heart, we're in trouble. Right? So technically, if we look at this, if we looked at our 2 hands, we would say, I'm so happy I'm in game. When we look at all 4 hands, we're like, okay, I'm not necessarily that happy I'm in game. Right? Maybe even before that, we're not that ecstatic. But whatever. We got there. When we do make it, that's a huge plus, right? We did the best we could, for sure. Last chance to excel truly on this one. And here, I mean, No, nothing crazy. 3 clubs is okay. Invitational with 6 cards in the club suit. Well, that is amazing, partner. What a freaky hand. I don't know. Like, what could be right here? Bidding 3 spades is always bad because a lot of times partner will just correct 4 clubs. I definitely am not going to bid 3 no. I think I'm just going to pass this thing. Right? What else can we do? We can try to insist on spades, which may be right. But if it's wrong, it's really wrong, and especially if partner just gets excited for some reason and bids 4 spades and we have no chance. So, I mean, I hate that partner made this bid, but we will just let it go. In realistic circles, the 3 club bid, especially in this case, we're an unpassed hand. The 3 club bid is usually used as like a raise of some kind in the major suit. It's what we would call a Bergen raise. Or, it would either be mixed or invitational, depending on the version that you're playing. Here, the robot just plays it as this hand, like just some sort of good club holding. Take a look. I guess spades would have been okay, but I mean, it looks like clubs is maybe slightly better. Right, because we're going to lose 2 spades. We're going to lose 2 hearts for sure. Depending on, I mean, I would guess they get to crack open that diamond suit after they take these 2 hearts. So we will have losers. Okay, it's really not going to make any difference what we do. We're going to have the same losers regardless. Okay. None of our pitches are really going to matter. It's just really depressing. I mean, we could have maybe finessed the diamond and hoped to pitch a spade, I suppose. And maybe we can still operate on that one. Let's see. If they return a heart here, we might have a finesse for this. Oh, let's try it. We'll try a show-up squeeze. We're going to try to get one back on the robot here. So this is a fun one. What we're going to try to do, if righty, meaning righty, if this player here has the spade card, right, one of the spade honors, and the queen of diamonds, we're going to get to do what's called a show-up squeeze. We're going to play clubs from this hand, and we're just going to pitch spades till the end, and we're either going to hope they unguard their diamond or they pitch their spade. And we're just really looking for the spade at this point. They did neither of those. So now we're just going to take a diamond finesse, and okay, maybe they showed it up earlier. Who knows? There it is, and is that the spade was in the wrong place, but the diamond was in the right spot. That was the key. Right? So they did let us get one extra trick there, which may mean that did we get a victory here? Let's wait for the score. We will try again. Wow, it's close on this one. We were 55%. We had a lot of ties, 2 losses, and 3 wins. So let's go take a look at our results on our results page over here, and we will see what happened on each of these boards with us and the robot. Victory, finally. We lost the first one, so we're 1-1, 50% here. So I think we did a pretty good job of gauging our game. We knew that board 3 was probably going to be pretty reasonable, right? This was the one they just were in 4 diamonds going minus 200. Look at the other table, though. It's interesting. They were allowed to play 2 spades, and that's because, look at the South player. They chose not to bid 2 spades originally. West kind of scrambled out with 1 no trump, and then they got to play 2 spades on the way back. So weird choice of decisions by the South player, at least initially. The reason I would choose to bid 2 spades, and I did originally on this hand, this is my auction, is I don't want them to find their fit. If West is in there and is going to get ready to reveal their fit, I just really don't want that to happen. I want to get in the way of that and make a 3-level bid just seem a little bit more risky. And look at the colors, right? This is a spot where you might be able to just drive them out of the auction just by saying, hey, are you sure you're willing to bid at the 3 level at this point, opposite just a balancing double by partner? So here I think in the long run it's best, and honestly it proves out by the score, even though it's weird that we get a good score there for that result at the other table. This one we knew was bad, right? This was me just being weird. And take a look. We knew what was happening. We knew this happened, and by the way, the rule, we're going to stick with this rule. We're 0-1 on this rule. We would definitely have passed this out in the real world, and we discussed why. But, we're not going to do that in this event, and I didn't have to be super weird and open a spade, but as we discussed in the analysis of this one, I think no matter what we open, we're destined to go minus. And the whole point of, in the 4th chair, if you open, you have to at least think you have a likelihood of going plus, right? Or a higher likelihood than the opponents, which is why spades is brought into that rule of 15, right? When we talk about that rule of 15. And if you're wondering, this is Tuesday's episode 2 of the second challenge. We're just worried that they control the level if they control more spades, right? So here, obviously would have passed originally, and we knew the robot was going to do this. We gambled that we would go plus, and as we knew, it was going to be a bad result. And the good thing is, not going to derail our even if we were minus 1,400, that doesn't derail a match point tournament. It's one bad board, it's a 0, oh well. And the next one we had questions about, because this is the one I opened a no trump with, and it looks like, and we knew that they would open something different at the other table, I believe. Yeah, they opened a heart, and okay, they just played 3 clubs their way and made 110, whereas they made an over trick versus us. So they either got a different lead or played it or defended it just slightly better, apparently. Let's take a look at the other boards here. There we go. Board 6 we kind of knew was going to be good. We opened 2 clubs. This was the one we stretched with. And as predicted, I would guess the robot opened 2-0. Okay, good. But at least they opened 2-0 and got to see 3-0. Did they get a spade lead? Is that what happened here? Oh, let's go to the previous deal, actually. There we go. Let's see. No, they let a club. Interesting. That's the key, right? At our table, they let a diamond, giving us an extra trick. At their table, they kind of got off pretty well by leading a club, meaning they didn't give anything up. Sometimes that's a win defensively, right? When you make a lead and you give up nothing, it's better than a lot of opening leads, which shows you the torture of being in opening lead position, right? You're so frequently giving up a trick that sometimes you're just happy, hey, I didn't surrender a trick this time. Thank you. So here we were allowed to get 1 trick better, and then it was just straight chop, 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 right? Here we kind of predicted this. We knew that 3 clubs making 2 over tricks was kind of going to be the same, right? Because we had the same auction. 4 spades, same here. I would guess they opened... they probably opened something different, right? We opened 1 no trump. Yeah, but same. We predicted this. Interesting. It was a diamond, a heart, a spade, 2 hearts. They got to make a support double. And North, knowing they had a 9-card fit, just jumped the game with their kind of random 10 count over there. And then this one was certainly even more normal, right? The robot did the same, I'm sure. Last one, we fell from grace a little bit. They made 3 clubs. I'm not sure how. Sorry, I'm looking at the robot score. Let's go back. Let's look at our table. My goodness, there we go. Yeah, we made 3 clubs. That's what I thought. So here we made 3 clubs for plus 110. The robot just went down in this one. So and they went down rightfully so. Right, you're supposed to actually go down in this. As discussed, they gave us a chance to pitch that hard and that good diamond at the end. So good job, us. We're 1-1. We're 1-0 in the match point realm and 0-1 in imps. Next week we'll run up another 10 boards of imps. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. By the feedback, it seems like you guys are. And just stay tuned for those classes on bridgelesson.com and those play opportunities as well. Hope to see as many of you in those classes as I see on YouTube. And until next time, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday with a fresh challenge. And enjoy the cards flying around at the tables, guys. I'll see you soon.